Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Beast. I'm bringing you some Modern Warfare 3 gameplay commentary. Go ahead and turn the settings up to 1080p. Nothing's going to change. I know you're wondering what the hell is up with the quality, why the colors are so washed out, why everything's so blurry, why it looks like, well, let's just put it this way, complete shit. Or what I actually should say is the old YouTube, before they had HD quality, that includes 720p, 1080p, and the original quality. Now, a lot of you are probably wondering right now, what am I going with this in this video topic? Well, I wanted to finally talk about the ad block campaign, and for those of you who haven't seen it, you're lucky, because it's probably the dumbest video I've probably ever seen in a long time, besides what does the fox say about this dude named Yovis or whatever his name is. Yeah, it's probably almost as dumb as that video. And this isn't meant to be negative, and I'm going to explain this right now. Before you click off this video, before you think anything, just listen to it. So I wanted to go ahead and get a few things said about ad block and how it affects YouTube and how ads affect YouTube. Just from what I've learned, I've talked to a bunch of other YouTubers, bigger YouTubers, smaller YouTubers, in between, you know, whatever you want to call them. I've talked to a lot of people. I've heard what a lot of people's had to say, tweeted, put in their videos about this whole ad block thing and what they think about ad block and how it goes. So let's go ahead and get on into it. So the first thing that a lot of people don't know about the old YouTube, people are like, old YouTube is so much better because you didn't have ads and you didn't have to sit through ads. Okay, so I wanted to say this first. The worst that you'll ever have to sit through an ad, and the longest I believe, is 30 seconds at the maximum. And those ads are probably, it'll pop up maybe 1 out of 20 times every time you'll see an ad, period. And then you got those ads that last 20 seconds that is even more rare, or actually it's probably a little bit more common than the 30-second ad. But then you have the most of the time this pops up is the wait to skip for 5 seconds. You see those ads pop up if you see an ad at all. That's a video ad. And then you have the ads that are just little pop-ups that boop, boop, you know, pop up like that. You can just click off of them. You have those kinds of ads. And then you probably have the ads that are on the browser somewhere. I'm not exactly for sure how it goes. I'm assuming that for the search engine stuff, depending on maybe what you're using, it pops up on the screen somewhere. Not on the YouTube video, but just around it. So you got those ads as well, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. Correct me down in the comments if I am. But I've seen all kinds of ads. And those are the ones that I wanted to point out. And people were like, you never saw those whenever you were watching YouTube back maybe in, let's just say 2007, 2008. I'm just going to give that date because that was during Call of Duty 4 in the World at War era, I guess you can say, back in Call of Duty, when Call of Duty was just now getting really blown up and popular as it is today. So I wanted to give my opinions about that because I was around YouTube during that time. I watched Hutch and CNNers and all the bigger commentators today, the old school commentators, the OGs, whatever you want to call them. I really liked YouTube back then, I really do. The quality, though, in this video, as you can see right now, this is not good quality whatsoever. And this is, I could probably have made the quality even worse on purpose, but I did make the quality bad on purpose. I rendered the video in 480p. I could have went lower because that's what YouTube was used to doing before they added HD. I think the highest they used to get back in maybe 2007 was maybe 360p. So if you guys are already looking at this, it already looks bad enough. Imagine it even worse. Imagine it even worse. So, you know, that's pretty much how that goes. Back in, I can't remember exactly when they changed it. It was pretty much, I believe, when they first started adding the ads onto YouTube, when Google partnered with YouTube, I believe. And as you'll see in this video in about, you know, 2, 3, 4, or 5, like that, you get instant 1080p. Go ahead and change the settings to 1080p and see the huge difference. If you want to, you can go back and rewind the video. That's as close as I can get to 1080p. This isn't recorded on PC, so it's not true 1080p, and this isn't actually recorded in 1080p. It's recorded in 720, but I'm uploading it in 1080. It's as clear as I can possibly get it, and there's people out there like Frankie on PC in 1080p and Jack Frags that record in the original quality setting, which looks much better than mine. But this is just to give you a big difference from what YouTube used to like to where we are today. As you can see, there's a huge difference. In my opinion, it looks so much better. This is with color correction, obviously. You know, sharpness has I touched it up a little bit with some sharpness. This is in, you know, 1080p. So what I wanted to say about that was, look how much YouTube's changed ever since they added ads. And I want to explain this for the people that are still unfamiliar with ad block and what it does. So ad block, I believe, and you know, this is just giving information to me, this may not 100% be true, but it pretty much prevents people from seeing ads. Obviously that's the main focus on it, to see ads, you know, the people that have ad block. But the downside of this is the people that actually the channel. Like, let's say, for example, CNNers. Let's say I'm wanting to watch CNNers, but I want to use ad blocks. I don't see any ads. He won't get any money. He won't receive any money whatsoever from my view, which is unfortunate for him, because there are some YouTubers, I don't know if he exactly does this for a full-time job. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure he does, but I could be wrong. Again, there's plenty of other YouTubers out there that do this as like their pretty much full-time job. Why this is so bad is because it could definitely hurt their channel. It could probably even kill their channel. Now, I know a lot of you are thinking, well, why don't you get a real job? You know, a lot of people, I hear this all the time. Why don't you get a real job? Okay, so let's just say they did get a, air quotes here, real job. I'm not saying YouTube is easy. I'm not saying YouTube is hard. I'm just saying that it takes away from the value aspect of their channel for them to focus on more important things in life, like their currency. Let's say they had to spend a little bit less time on YouTube, since that's not apparently a real job, and they had to spend more time on their job to support their family or their self even. Now, that's going to lower the value and quality of their videos, how their content is created and all that good stuff. Take example, Freddie W. He makes amazing YouTube videos. He doesn't make them all the time. He makes them ever so often. They're they come up, I think, ever so often, maybe 1 month or two. I don't know. I don't watch him too often, but you guys can kind of get the gist of what I'm talking about. All the money that he pretty much, well, maybe not all of it, but a large majority of the money that he makes on his videos, I guarantee you, he puts toward the next video that he makes, and to afford the equipment and stuff for it, the actors or whatever he does in his videos. So you guys got to really take into consideration what ad block is really doing to the content creators. Now, I know a lot of you thinking, well, this doesn't really matter. I mean, so what if one or two commentators drop off the face of YouTube? What's it going to matter? Well, I'm going to go ahead and explain the future of YouTube. If people continue to, more and more users continue to use ad block, what's going to happen to YouTube is it's going to progressively get worse as far as quality goes. A lot of you have probably already been hearing commentators gripe and complain about all the problems that YouTube has. This isn't the end of this. It's going to get worse. The more and more people that use ad block, they don't give Google enough money to run their website. You got to also think all the accounts that are on the website, YouTube included, the creators, all the videos, all of that. They have to have a certain amount of servers to run this. They have to pay money to have the servers ran for the power and all that good stuff. There's a lot of things you have to take into consideration what you're actually taking away from when you use ad block. Now, I'm not saying you're an evil person or you should do bad things to yourself just because you use ad block, but I just want more of you to be aware. For those of you who do decide to use ad block, you really shouldn't, in my opinion, because it's going to progressively make everything worse in the end. And what will you have to blame, and what will you have next? Well, obviously, there's probably going to be another website to take YouTube's place, but will it be as good? Will it be worse? Will it be better? Who knows for sure? All I know is I love YouTube. I think it's one of the best sites in the world. I definitely enjoy it, and I don't just say that because I make videos. I personally enjoy watching other people's videos, and I'd hate to see it go because, just some people don't want to wait 5 seconds. I just said that really weird, but some people don't want to wait 5 seconds or 15 to 20, maybe even 30 seconds. Just, ever so often. Just to keep YouTube alive. That's all you guys have to do is just wait that little bit of time. Tell me what you guys think down in the comments section about this. I really wanted to cover this. I might even cover this in a part 2 because this is a pretty talked about topic. But I hope you guys enjoyed nonetheless. You guys have an awesome day, and I'll see you in the next one.